Okay, 4K 30 Panasonic GH7 with the Panasonic Lumix G 20 millimeter f1.7, and it's at 2.5. I think I have it in program mode. I'm using Cine D2. It's I think 10-bit 422, and you make the truck turn left before I make a left. Don't want to get clobbered by them. I'm going to take a look to see if I can go down I-35. If it looks like they did that barrel thing again, I'll take 281. I want to show you the cloud action. It's beautiful. It is just before sunset. The traffic is looking good for now, but I think I will take 1604 to 281 because that's a more picturesque look. And I'm using the DJI Mic 2. I heard more car noise on the Hollyland Lark 2. I do like the magnetic microphones. Voice quality was excellent. But I'm using the DJI Mic 2 on this GH7. So for car vlogging and stuff, I try the G9 too. I like it. It's smaller, but you need a fan to keep the camera cool. I am noticing a little focused breathing. And I may have to, when I pull off, I may have to put it on a different subject detection. I do notice that for Micro Four Thirds, you got to have it on the right subject detection. And there's a difference between bird and animal, unless the eyes are facing it. But most of the time, they're going away from it. And then you get a lot of blurry shots. The other reason why I'm using the CF Express card, we got 650 gigabytes compared to 128 on the OM1 Mark II. But that's just basically for picture taking, not much video. But I do like the transfer speeds, especially from the camera to to the computer before I edit. I just filled up my car. I had it down to 1/4 of a tank. I did find gas cheaper. It was at 316, I think, or 314, something like that. Okay, 1604. That's where I want to go. West. Go west, young man. Had terrible traffic delays on Saturday. They closed all the highway lanes on GH35 north and south to one lane. And I didn't see any road construction workers. So I don't know if we got to take the barrels off or they're going to work at nighttime and they're setting up early. And you got a part of a tree in the road. So over here. So the GH7 it's 45 now. All right. Yeah, they're making the main one right now. Had to redo the bridge. They're they'll eventually get done with this, hopefully within 6 months. Because there is a lot of problems on this intersection, 1604 and I-35. They've redone the road on the right-hand side so many times, I can't even count. And see, and this part is higher, so I see no way of getting to Nacogdoches. And it wouldn't surprise me if they knock this part down too. Who knows what they're doing? But I wanted to show you the cloud cover. It should be a beautiful sunset. You should be seeing it pretty much. There's the sun dipping below the clouds. Now, I don't know if that's a cloud or if something was burning earlier. So, it looks like it's smoke trails. Could be steam, I don't know. We do have a lot of cement factories here. So it rained quite heavy this morning. And I was going to mow the grass. I said, you know what, I'm going to wait till tomorrow. But then I just heard that it's going to rain tonight. So, oh well. My neighbor did the front part of my yard. So I'm gonna do the ditch and part of the sidewalk. And I'll probably do the other part of the sidewalk to make it even, because some of that grass is growing again. And he cut into yesterday, and the grass is growing that fast. With all this rain and water, my crepe myrtles are blooming, except for the new one, and I think the 6 miles an hour. Atlee Lane closures, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. So what I'm going to do, instead of going to the city, I'm going to go north on 281 and then go to New Braunfels. It should be an interesting trek. Got my frappy mocha. So I have a lot of energy. And I'm not going to cut the video down. I'm going to make it one big long video. This way you guys can watch, fall asleep, listen, go to sleep. Just remember to hit that like button. I'm using a Panasonic Lumix G 20 millimeter because I like the field of view. You don't see the hood. It's like a 40 millimeter equivalent to full frame. My dashboard information center just went to night mode. And there's the sunset. It's getting there. Going right into it. Just want to see how this lens performs. Oh boy, right in the eyes. And if I go 281 north, it's really in the eyes. But I love the cloud cover. Should be a beautiful sunset. Now, I don't know what happened. I did not zero out my miles per gallon. Okay. Now I'm up to 99.9 miles per gallon. Very good. It's going down slowly. So it may be a little bit off, but that's okay. At 34 and a half. It's working way down. So this is where you go north. It changes one lane. And then I can get into two. There's the sun again. So it's the golden hour. It's the best time to drive. I like it better in the morning, or I mean at this time, and in the morning, because in the morning you got all those traffic jams and rush hour. Kind of ruins the experience. Unless you're going out of town. It's a different story. This is like going out of town. And you can see a lot of cloud cover. You gotta watch out for these guys. And this guy right on the left doesn't have a turn signal. He's going like 7 miles an hour. Doesn't have his lights on either. Yeah, it's still substance. So I'm going to go all the way to 46 and then go toward New Braunfels and then go back home. Down south of IH-35. So the neighborhoods have really grown out here since I first moved to San Antonio. There's still a lot of yahoos. I got the air conditioning on, so I will not have any overheating problems with this camera. I am going to have to get in the left lane though. Still 60 miles an hour. And next week I'm going to change the oil, rotate the tires. I'm about 100 miles away from it. So who knows? I may do it tomorrow, depending on how far I go tonight. So see, this is the best part of the highway. It's all wide and clear. They got the HOV lanes. Got about another year and a half before the project is done on the IH-35 from, let's say, 3009, which is north of 1604, all the way to 410. And it looks like they're also doing all the way down I-35. It was supposed to be only to 410, but it looks like they're going to continue on to South 410. So it makes sense. I guess. I don't know. So you can see where the city is really expanded north. The Verde area. Still a lot of cloud cover. I don't know if it's coming this way, but it's looking pretty nice. I like going this way to Johnson City and to Fredericksburg, Marble Falls, Burnett, get to the upper central part of Texas. Also like taking drives with I-10 west. Kerrville. That's a huge flag. Yep, HOV lane ends. There's a lot of concrete right here, folks. So it's at nighttime. I like going about 5 miles below the speed limit. So instead of going 65, I'm going 60. You can see a lot of hills. These were a lot of pioneers moved to. Of course, then you had to deal with the Comanche. Now, fireworks outside the city limits. That's pretty big. Fireworks to the left. Now they're getting ready for 4th of July. Antiques. I'm in Boverde. This city has grown. There is 1863. Okay. That's what I'm going to take. 1863 to 46. And I'm going 35 miles to the gallon. So this road right here, folks, is very bumpy. Not bumpy, but hilly. You're gonna go up and down, up and down. So you'll see the road, Bat Cave Road, where I usually make a right here, but this will take me to 46. Got some cars. It's now getting the golden sky. It's not going to last long because it's 8:30 already. So the sun is already dipped underneath that horizon. do have to watch out for the deer at this time. I couldn't think of the wildlife ranch and the, I still can't remember the cavern's name. But, speed traps everywhere. Guy's gonna make a right. Has a turn signal on. Didn't make a right. There's some beautiful homes down in this area. You'll see a lot of lights on the fence posts. There's a deer right there. I don't know if you caught that. The screen is so small compared to the ZR. And I think at one time I did have a warning on the ZR, but it didn't turn off. I think it was just, yeah, it wasn't recording anything, so, but I had it on for like overnight. In the warmest room of the house, so. So, I think the G9 II will basically be the, my photograph camera for Panasonic, for street photography and landscaping and little macro work and whatever I decide to use with it. I do have the 12 to 35, 35 to 100 f2.8. I have the Olympus 75 millimeter f1.8. I have the 9 millimeter, of course. This 20 millimeter, but I might just keep it on the GH7. It has a 9 millimeter also. So I could do a couple of things with two 9 millimeters. Keep it on that camera, or I could. If I take the OM1 Mark II, I might put the 9 millimeter on that also. So, I do have the kitlings that came with it, the 12 to 40. 12 is pretty well distorted. But if you're vlogging, it still might be good. I think I'd rather use the 9 millimeter. The three main lenses that I'm going to use on it is the 40 to 150, because it's smaller than the 50 to the 200, which I love. And I'm trying out the 100 to 400. I did a whole bunch of teleconverters shots today, and you can still see bokeh. It was unreal, the compression of 100 to 400. So, and should be coming up to a four-way stop sign. Wow. Yeah, they're making everything cement now for drainage instead of tin or metal. So you see, folks, this is very hilly. And you have to watch out when it rains, because then you're going to get a lot of flooding. You don't want to be caught in this area on a downpour. And when it goes over the road, you better be driving slow, because you will hydroplane. And this guy doesn't want to go the speed limit. Welcome to Texas, folks. I am running this on an Anchor power bank, which is, I think, 100 watt, maybe a little bit lower. I got the dummy battery in here. I'm thinking about the OM1 Mark II. I only have 2 batteries for that, but I just been using it for a little video, but basically shots for wildlife and of course a lot of landscaping. I am looking at the 90 millimeter macro from OM System. It's an f3.5, but you get a 1:2 ratio, a 2x magnification. You put a teleconverter on there like a 2x, you get a 4x. So, and here's Back Cave Road coming up. This is where I usually stop and turn right to get on 1863, but now I'm going straight. Yep, 3009. And you know what? I'm gonna look at the okay, I put it on car. And let's see if it starts tracking now. Yep, it does. You see, it's very important to put the right subject detection, what I've noticed on these Micro Four Thirds systems, okay? Very important. There's a difference between a bird and an animal, and it's okay if it's focused on their eyes, but once they turn the other way, then the camera has a little problem trying to figure out what you're looking at. And that includes OM System, which is an excellent bird tracking, okay? Here's some of the pretty lights that you're going to see. This is why I like coming here, especially on the left-hand side. Excellent. I'm going to point a little bit to there. You can see, just gorgeous. Sometimes I have wider lens on here. I love the 15 millimeter, but I'm experimenting with the 20 millimeter because it's a pancake lens and it doesn't touch the windshield. So with these cameras, you know, they're pretty big for Micro Four Thirds, all right? They're almost like the same size as a full frame camera. So yeah, you see, there's the deer to the left. Beautiful entrances to homes and closed, I guess, foundations for ranches. So I'm heading toward New Braunfels, which is right on IH-35. They've grown quite a bit. A lot of the Guadalupe goes through it. That's what they're famous for. They got Schlederbahn. With all this rain, water should be up a little bit. We need rain. A lot of places are dry. And you know, in the month of July and August and September, it's not going to rain, it's going to get hot. Yeah, I've taken this road too. It's a shortcut. Schoenfeld. From Garner Ridge to here. It cuts it by 15-minute drive. But I like showing off the lights and looks like there's more and more homes being built. But it's still kind of like ranch country out here. Cattle, horses, some farmland. I don't see much anymore. Sky's finally red. The clouds. It's gorgeous. Of course, you can't see it because I'm kind of going away from it. I think it's right about here when I was having a little problem with the water. Yep. What gauge? And they got some sharp curves here too, so you have to watch out for that. I've never seen a bus on here before. School bus, yes. A bus like kind of like a passenger bus? Never. Until now. Okay. So you see it's 45 miles an hour. I'm going to go to 40. This is a barbecue place. I got to go to it one time. I seem to be passing it. They got some nice shops. A lot of these shops are in they used to be what, trailer homes? What would you call them? My brother lives in a double wide. Stepmother lives in I think a double wide also, maybe a single. Now she's in the single. So I'm going 45 miles an hour. Okay, it says 50, but it will go down to 40 miles an hour up here shortly. So there's no traffic behind me. I'm taking my time. And you see it's still bright enough where you can see the road. Yeah, I'm going to slow down. I was here 2 nights ago. I forget where the speed limit is, but it's coming up. So I'm at 40. I'm in no hurry. There it is, 40 miles an hour. And we're in New Braunfels. Still on the outskirts, but yeah, they finally finished all the remodeling for the sports center. They're not playing any soccer or anything, but I do see a lot of cars. So they might be playing softball or baseball. World Cup is going on, and I may have seen 2 matches. That's about it. I always watch the rewind or replay. Or the highlights, I should say. Nope, they still haven't finished. Okay. I don't know what they're building. So here's 46 loop. So I will be taking the 337 loop to the right to go home. I don't need any gas. There are a lot of stoplights here. Yep, didn't make it. Usually at Oak Run Parkway, this light is pretty active, even if there's hardly any cars. It is 78 degrees outside. I love it. I do not love the mosquitoes. And what I heard were the females were the ones that bite. The males are the big one. They just look at you. There's the McDonald's. But there's the light. This is to a mall area, open mall on the right. They got some more on the left on the other side of 46. Right around 337 loop, which I'll be turning right. It's a nice drive also. It's a big long dip going down. Okay. Yep, 337. Now, this stoplight I always hit. I think there's twice where I didn't hit the stoplight, where it was still green. And you see it just turned red. Okay. And I like getting in this lane because I think the right lane ends. So I get in the middle. You can see the open mall to the right. A lot of stores have closed. Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock. And the sun's still up. Well, it's not up. It's still light, so. Didn't have to wait long. I forget the miles per hour here. I think it's like 55. As you can see, it's getting dark. Yeah, I see the lane ended. So I'm seeing it 55. It's been a while since I've been on this part of the 337, but you'll see a lot of lights. I'm going downhill. It's very scenery. I think I left at the best time. And it's tracking the vehicles at nighttime. So the autofocus is good on here also. You just have to put it on the right subject detection. I get mixed up with the birds and animals because on other camera systems, they're both the same, animal, bird. So there's a baseball area. Lights are on. I see cars. Must have finished the game. Okay. And I hit this stoplight quite a bit also. But getting close to I-35. So about a quarter of a mile, be making a right. There's another McDonald's. That's what I look for. There's the McDonald's sign, and then the gas there is $4.57. Okay, and that's a Pilot, and that might be for diesel. That's a kind of like a truck stop. And now it's a straight shot home, just about, on traffic. It's warming up to 82 degrees. So I went from 78 to 82. And I do not like this Jeep. Oh, come on, guy. Idiot. I'm not liking this Jeep. And I'm going 5 miles less than the speed limit, and he's going maybe 62. Would you say it's still pretty? Still see some sunlight? A little bit. But it is cloudy, overcast. Expecting more rain tonight. So I'll put both clips together, make it one long one. I had to change the subject detection from animal to automobile. And since I filled up, started this trek. It's been 36 miles. So instead of going at 3009 up Back Cave Road, I went to 1604 to 281, which is a little bit further out. Went north to 1863. And you see there's this Jeep again. He's probably trying to look at my camera. Probably thought I was a cop. I've had people see the camera and then they slow down all of a sudden. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, Wildlife Ranch. Natural Bridge Carrots. I couldn't think of it. Yep. All at the same place. There's still sunset going on, but it's disappearing quickly. But you don't see that much flaring yet. Once it gets dark, that's a different story. You know, the headlights and stuff, the lights start flaring. This version 2 of the lens, they did put another coating on, kind of reduce the flaring. Same lens, they just put on another coat. On the lens element. And here we go. Construction. Now, I'm getting off here because of traffic. Because they're closing the lanes, okay? Start seeing the traffic slow down to the left on the highway. And I'm still about a mile away from 3009. Stop traffic ahead. So what they're doing is they're closing lanes. I think they're building a bridge across I-35, okay? And they blocked the exit here. It doesn't look too bad. bad right now, but still, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'll just go this way. Outstand. And you'll see a little bit light before I make a left. Go down Lookout Road. And it is tracking vehicles in front of me. Now you're going to start seeing the little flaring. Still, it's not too bad. I'm liking this pancake lens. It is 1.7, but it's at f2.5 for some reason. So I just put it at 1.7. You get. See, it's getting dark now, but there might be a little bit of daylight left by the time I get home. So it's 30 miles an hour here on this road. Then it goes to 35, I think. If I turn right and look out, it's 35, and then at Church Parkway it goes to 45. This is very bumpy here because a lot of warehouses, a lot of trucks, trailers, long haul vehicles. Let's see, bumpy here, bumpy there. They've patched up this road many times, and then they come back and break up the road to put in wiring or drainage, whatever. Who knows? They can never coordinate stuff. There's a lot of open land, so they could probably build more warehouses if they need to. About miles an hour. Excuse me. Yeah, it's 45 up here. Somehow that sign got twisted. And some of these lights are off here. So, what if they had a power outage? I'm talking on the right-hand side. They do have it on the left. Still see bare minimum of daylight disappearing. Should be turning green shortly. Yep. And you'll see the LED church screen, or sign, I should say. It should be pretty well clear. This is why I use these different lenses. Check to see how, if it's blurry or not. That's how I can tell if a lens is good. It is on the vehicle in front for subject detection. Doing a great job. I look for focus breathing. I look for stabilization, any overheating. Everything's looking good. And by the time I get home, I have driven 45 miles after filling up. And I have 373 miles to go before I have to fill up again. I'm 60 miles from changing the tires. I might just go ahead and get it done tomorrow with the oil change. I'm going to have to find my coupon for the oil. It might have expired. They sent it to me 3 months ago, thinking I already reached 78, but I haven't been driving that much. Been walking a lot. Of course, when I go dog walking, it seems like I'm being pulled. I'm in a faster pace. But I do like the new leash where it's controlling the dog a lot more. I was watching TV and I was watching hair flying in the air. And this dog just sheds, oh gosh, a dustpan worth of hair. It's pretty thick. So anyway, thank you for tagging along. I appreciate it. Remember to stay safe, keep smiling, and I will see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.